Damar Hamlin was
That is
released.
not where that went. Great
You like
transition.
that?
That's not where that went.
You like where I
It was an
Shout out
interesting
to-
transition. But
Shout out, Damar Hamlin was released
It
from
was
an
a
Ohio
reach.
hospital Monday, saying he's grateful for the care he received since
collapsing and nearly
Collapsing.
dying last week.
during a game against the Cincinnati Bengals. As we previously reported, 1 week ago, the Bills safety collapsed on the field in Cincinnati. He has been transferred to the hospital in Buffalo, New York to continue his recovery.
Can you imagine being in peak physical condition and then falling out and going into cardiac arrest and all
Well,
that?
let's be real. If he wasn't in peak physical condition when he sustained that injury, he
probably
probably would have
would've
died.
Facts,
So
facts,
shouts to
facts.
him and shouts to God for keeping that man alive. That is
shout
a
outs
beautiful
to
thing.
the medical staff, which
Shouts
is
to
the
the
real
medical
reason he's
staff.
even alive at this point.
Well, we
And-
know
and-
you don't
and-
believe in God, so
I also believe in medicine, so
Yeah.
and doctors, which suspect doesn't.
You-
So.
you don't-
Fucking suspect said it.
is
You're an
Yo, you were
atheist?
here?
You're an atheist.
I
or
wasn't
Oh, you
here
agnostic?
for
were.
that.
Oh my
I
God!
wasn't here
Did
for
you
that.
hear when suspect said that?
Very unique.
That doctors are professional guessers.
yeah, I saw that. I mean,
Okay,
we're not going to even begin to dissect that.
okay, Josh.
Buffalo General.
He might never play again, right?
There's a chance he never plays again. I mean, he is just now at the beginning of
Gets to play with his kids though.
what
still.
like recovery looks like. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
where they're able to run all of these tests and figure out like the severity and like, you know, they were doing all these tests before when he was unresponsive. So now that he can actually, you know, he
Move
can
around.
move around, and
his shit's pumping.
kind
again.
of like what I was saying to suspect too. Like the whole road to recovery and doctors being able to do what they need to do is being able to talk to you and understand how you're feeling, see how things react, X, Y, and Z. So
Because the readings might be one thing, you might feel an entirely different way.
So the fact that he's able to communicate is going to
It's amazing in itself.
Yeah.
The fact that he's up, that he's talking, that he's conscious, that you know he's in a space where they can transfer him. These are all incredible signs, and you know,
He damn near. He basically died for it.
yeah. I mean, there's a
Low
chance.
key.
There's a chance he comes
Low
back.
key.
They can do all these tests and realize this was an unbelievably freak accident. They could do monitoring on him, and he could be playing again in a year or two. You know, you don't know.
That's scary as hell. But he's hella paid, right? Is he a superstar or is he just popping
Nope.
because of this?
Well, I mean, he's
was
not he's not paid by NFL standards, but you know, he's doing all right.
He's
Hopefully
doing
he's made
okay as
some
a professional athlete, but not. He's not making big contracts. He was in there. You
Yeah,
know,
he's not Tom Brady clocking in the major.
Oh no,
Yeah,
far
but
from that.
nobody.
not to
nobody's
mention
Tom Brady.
NFL money's not guaranteed either. So if you do sustain an injury, there you make X amount of dollars too. So it's like there's a lot of none
So
of these
there's
contracts
a
are
lot of
guaranteed.
there's a lot
Let's-
of fine print. In
Yeah,
NFL
he's not going to be
contracts.
making nothing, but he's not making millions.
But
of
also-
dollars.
Let's hope he's made some smart investments with his initial money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the
No.
outcry and the support from like the entire league, like you saw on Sunday, every single team had number 3 on the field highlighted.
That's love.
They had like number 3 hats made and like was officially licensed. And I think like all of this money, ideally and hopefully, is going towards him in some capacity or his medical bills or.
But also,
Wait,
but also
hold
his
on,
charity is-
real quick. I know we're not reading comments, but Chelsea Rodriguez donated $5, and I want to shout her out because she said, "Why random cuh look like a mix between Duno and Lush?"
I'm not random, baby. You just don't know me. Yeah, you're gonna find out. So
Let's go, Chelsea!
We out here, Chelsea.
It looks like a math equation. This plus this equals this.
Oh my god!
and I'm the coolest.
you
That
are.
is cap.
It goes from order of coolest.
just the
From
youngest.
coolest to least.
That is so not true.
Icon is hella cool.
No, it actually goes from coolest to least.
Now we're fucking talking, G.
It's okay.
Forget this little kid.
Nah, but even though like I
You're
said
not
before,
wrong, Chelsea.
like even though I said before, if I was the commissioner of the league or responsible for the decision, I wouldn't have stopped the game. I respect the NFL for doing so, regardless.
Because they stopped the game and
Yeah.
that's appropriate.
Right, and I want to applaud the NFL for doing the right thing, but it's
Absolutely.
also a pretty glaring scar at the amount of times they haven't done it in the past, and does almost feel like they're trying to do the most to kind of get you to forget about all of these things. And the real issue is all of these like traumatic injuries, all the brain injuries, all of that stuff. That's stuff the NFL is kind of responsible for too.
They
That's
have changed a lot of rules to try to help that from not happening anymore.
It's like when the Grammys give an artist like 30 years past their prime a
award?
Grammy when they should have given it to him from in the beginning. Like
They didn't give
Nas
it to
never
him.
got a
They paid
Grammy
for
for
it.
Illmatic, but he's gonna get one 20 years later type shit. Like,
Makeup call.
yeah.
Who knows? But they got he's healthy.
I'm glad he good too.
But yeah, that is scary, and that's why most NFL players go broke right after their career
Yeah.
is over.
I
And
hope whatever money he gets from this, he buys an apartment and just has lifelong income after that.
And the average NFL player only in the league for about 3 to 5 years.
And
It never really goes past that, and that's scary.
And their
dog.
money's not guaranteed. They
Yeah.
have to make a roster. They have all these incentive bonuses. Yeah.
and the CTE is going to last a lifetime. And
That really sucks.
and
And they're signing up for this not really always knowing what
Every
those long
fine
term
details, yeah.
Right. Look at someone like Andrew Luck who just retired, who said, "My body's gone through enough. The risks are too high. I'm done." And he walked away, and people applaud him for that. And
At a high
the
point in
Colts
his
have
career.
also been in shambles since. So
right.
But also Andrew Luck probably got a huge bonus, and then just
Andrew Luck was able to make a ton of money because he was a quarterback, and he was in a position where he wasn't getting hit necessarily the most, and he still made that decision. He was in the best place to be able to make that decision.
What position do you feel like in football is the most susceptible to them type of injuries?
running
Probably
backs.
running
backs,
backs, linemen.
Yeah, linemen.
There's a lot of big plays now. I think corners and receivers
Center's got to be
potentially.
going through it.
But I think on a play to play, anyone on the
Running
line
back.
The linemen for sure,
are
right?
just going at it.
Yeah,
they're
'cause
just
that's
crushing
every
heads
single
every single
play.
play. You're right. And I think the most opportunity for injury and what the NFL's figured out is high impact when there's like a lot of movement, something that happens after a play develops.